when your mom is in the crowd, that just gives you a little extra motivation to show out. Now, with that said, you have a tough task ahead of you in the form of Lola Vice.
And we talked about Lola at the top being one of the most dangerous strikers, not just in the women's division, but all of NXT, as Carly Bright trying to end things early right now, and Lola trying to pick up some momentum after she was unsuccessful in executing that contract opportunity for the NXT Women's Championship.
I've said it before, and I will say it again. I think the fact that Lola Vice was unsuccessful in executing that women's breakout tournament contract is the best thing that could have happened to Lola Vice, because no longer does she have assurance of a future title opportunity. She's got to be hungry. She's got to be more aggressive. She's got to tear through everyone in her path if she wants that chance again.
As we know, those hips don't lie by Lola Vice as she's trying to maintain control here against Carly Bright. As Carly, the athletic former cheerleader from the University of Minnesota there, looking to take over here against Lola Vice.
The thing I appreciate about Carly Bright is that positive attitude we always talk about. It's very easy when you're just starting out in NXT, you suffer a couple losses, you get down on yourself, your confidence goes down the tube, and next thing you know, your career follows suit. But in this case, Carly Bright understands every match is a chance for me to learn and get better.
As Bright trying to end things here, only gets a 1 count. Carly Bright, very bubbly, that former cheerleader, as there's another cover. Only gets 1, but Byron, how does she keep her positive mental attitude as she continues to navigate the waters? And again, a near fall.
In the words of LeBron James, keep the main thing the main thing. The main thing is to eventually become a champion. So you understand the path to get there is going to be a little rocky. You're going to have your necessary obstacles. A lot of times you'll see that with competitors who are more established here, and they take on someone who's just kind of building up their resume. And Carly Bright, you can kind of look past their skill set, and that presents a great chance for Carly Bright to score the upset.
Speaking of upset, here we go, inside cradle, Carly Bright only gets 2, and again, Lola Vice needs to have eyes in the back of her head here against Bright as Bright continues to push.
Momentum Train has a first-class passenger. Right now, her name is Carly Bright. Brighty's looking good here.
And right in the thick of Stand and Deliver season, Lola Vice certainly has her eyes on Philadelphia, but Carly Bright looking to derail those plans.
Every win matters just a bit more. Every loss weighs on you just a little bit more than it usually would because of the time of the year.
And that ultra athleticism here from Carly Bright. And again, the strike artist. Lola Vice takes her down. And we've seen Lola finish her opponents off with a variety of maneuvers here, Byron.
We've seen a spin kick, spinning back fist. Lola Vice continues to dig deep into our offensive arsenal.
We talked about Luca Crucifino being the new consigliere here of the D'Angelo family. Byron, you take a look this past Tuesday on NXT. Is this relationship already paying dividends?
I would say so. I would say the power structure, if you will, of the family is now complete. You got Rizzo, you got the underboss, the Stacks, now the consigliere, and Luca Crucifino. However, keep in mind, this is a high-pressure job. You're on call 24/7 for Tony D. So if Luca does not live up to the expectations, he could end up like Ilya Dragunov this past Tuesday.
And of course, as the Don looking for championship gold, that much more pressure on the family here. But Drake Moreau, you have to feel a level of pressure on him in his first ever appearance here on Level Up.
I talked to Drake and he said, I have one philosophy in life. I'm the only person who truly determines every day what I will do in my life. Understanding you take responsibility for your actions, the work you put in should pay off. We're gonna find out here in his first outing here on NXT Level Up.
He has the size and strength, but the underboss looking very motivated tonight as Luca Crucifino makes the tag in here. And for the first time, the underboss and the consigliere teaming together, and they look pretty cohesive here, Byron.
In the early going, and you got to understand that goes back to the pressure I talked about that Luca Crucifino has got to be feeling. Look, he's still got his law practice, he's got others kind of taking care of his responsibilities, but he knows his most important, his first priority right now is the family and everything he can do to make the family better.
As Crucifino comes down there on Drake Moreau. Byron, of course, you mentioned Luca being the lawyer here. Did you know about this relationship before everybody else?
Of course I did.
Really?
You know, I've spent some time with Luca. He's helped me out with some misappropriated speeding tickets here and there.
So are you now invited to Sunday family dinner?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
As Luca Crucifino here, looking for the tag to the underboss. as the D'Angelo family here, for the first time competing in tag team competition, Stacks
Smart.
and Luca Crucifino, as Moreau goes for the big shot, and here comes the underboss.
The second attempt is the charm. Now, here comes a fired up Stacks.
And look at that fire here in Stacks Byron. He's bringing things to a whole nother level. The D'Angelo family, the biggest opportunity to date coming up at Stand and Deliver.
Whoa.
And Stacks looking to come in with some momentum.
Take a little extra lift off that middle rope to strike with the elbow.
Ooh, in the corner. Stacks sacrificing himself for the greater good here. There's the cover. Oh, and Big Body makes the save.
Luca Crucifino back in the mix.
Wait a second.
This is not going to end well for Javi. Uh-oh, how about
Playing the Tony D roll.
Yeah!
And look at Luca Crucifino fitting right into the family.
I want to see where's the conditioning. We always worry about the conditioning of someone who's been on the shelf for a long time. And then the athleticism you mentioned, is that same pep going to be there for Sol Ruca? Is she going to be able to fly around the ring like she used to?
As Sinclair looking to stay a step ahead here. Sol Ruca down. And Sinclair only gets 2. We talked about Sol Ruca's mindset all throughout that rehab process. We know one thing on her mind was Blair Davenport.
You know, it's really hard when you go through those days of rehab every single day, multiple hours, you're screaming in agony. Oh, wait, here's the first test right here, Blake.
Oh,
Nice.
Passes the flying colors. And Ruca creates a little bit more separation there. Jackknife cover. And Sinclair hangs on.
What I was trying to say is that sometimes it's hard to find that continued drive. It's hard to find that why when you're going through rehab. That why for the last year has been Blair Davenport. Sol Ruca's sole purpose in coming back is to get her revenge on Blair Davenport.
We saw Sol make a return a week ago at Roadblock and certainly showed a little bit more aggression there towards Blair Davenport. And throughout that rehab process, finding that zen very important for Sol, knowing she will get her hands on Blair at some point.
Yeah, Sol's always been very laid back, very chill attitude. But sometimes you gotta find that extra bit of your personality that most people don't see, that's hidden in your soul, and you gotta let it out and let it fly at the right moment. And I think that right moment is indeed Blair Davenport.
As Sol Ruca has her eyes set on Blair, but tonight certainly would love to come back with a fiery victory over Ren Sinclair. And Sinclair, of course, we know she doesn't want to make too many enemies here in NXT, but possibly, how can she avoid that?
Well, I think for Ren Sinclair, your motivation is, you know Sol Ruca wants to get her hands on Blair Davenport. I think Ren should take offense to the fact that for Sol, this is perhaps one step on the way to getting to Blair Davenport. So for Ren, this should be a, hey, Sol, I'm introducing you to myself, my skill set, and letting you know that you're not gonna walk over me. Desperately just trying to create some sort of opening for herself, but can't seem to get ahead against Sinclair.
Oh, look at Sol, that athleticism pushes off the rope. And a near fall of Sol Ruca, ever so resourceful inside that ring.
Ren Sinclair has shown you what it's like. Hold up again.
Keeping her foot on the gas is Ren Sinclair. She would love to come up with a victory. Oh! Last time we saw Sinclair, she succumbed to Lola Vice, but look at a comeback here. As Sol Ruca.
There it is!
The NXT Universe has been waiting nearly a year